Hello, well, it's Scott Picken. I'm the CEO and founder of Wealth Migrate, and I want to bring you this weekly wealth insight. Now, I've done a wealth insight on this before, and it was the 3 C's to success and what we were taught in school, and how most people want to get clarity first, and then once they've got clarity, they ultimately get confidence, and then once they've got confidence, then they'll actually make a commitment, and then finally they'll get to success. And I shared this on the Investor Roadmap workshop on Wednesday. It's completely wrong. We can learn from a guy called Andrew Carnegie, who literally became the wealthiest man in the world. And to date, much more than Bill Gates or, Elon Musk or any of these others. He's the wealthiest man in the world. And he had a different formula. What his formula was make commitments, like make the commitment, take action, make the commitment. Once you do that, you get the confidence. And then once you get the confidence, you'll get the clarity. And then finally, you get the results. So let me tell you the story of how he did that. So again, most people would have an idea, like I think there's a good idea to build a steel mill in America. And they'd be like, okay, but like, how am I going to build a steel mill? To do that, I'm going to need a lot of clarity. Like I've got to go and run around. And only once I get the clarity will I have the confidence to actually do something. And once I got the confidence, I'll, actually make the commitment. I'll take some action. But if that happened, no, you would never have heard of Andrew Carnegie. Like it wouldn't have existed, basically. And yet, he followed the success formula of the WealthE, which is where you take action. And so he made a commitment. He said, right, I'm building a steel mill. And then he took action and he went out and he spoke to all like the potential partners that would want steel in America, the railroads and the bridges and everyone. He said, right, I'm going to have the first steel mill in America, and I want you to sign a forward contract where you're going to buy steel off me for the next 2 years. And if you don't buy, I'm going to your competitor, and like they'll have steel and you'll still be importing steel from Scotland, which will be a lot more expensive and it's not going to work. Interesting, huh? So he did that and he took action and he made the commitment and he went out and he got all the contracts. And with that, he got clarity. And he then went to JP Morgan. He said, JP Morgan, I've got all my contracts in place. I now want to fund this business. JP Morgan gave him the money. So now basically he had the clarity. And so he had the commitment. He had he basically got the confidence by talking to all the people and signing all the agreements. And then ultimately he got the clarity on how to do it because he got, JP Morgan to fund it. And it led to success, literally the wealthiest man ever to exist on this planet. Now, he commissioned a book, called Think and Grow Rich. And if you join our Wealth Hackers, we actually give people access to both the audio and the PDF version of this. But you don't have to join us. You can go in any bookshop and buy, Think and Grow Rich. You can download it on Audible. It's created more millionaires than any other book ever because it all starts in the brain. And it's interesting because the book Think and Grow Rich, just think about the very first word. And what is so important, we did this workshop on Wednesday and we had 235 people sign up. We had about 127 unique people turn up. So firstly, they made a commitment to actually turn up, like to change their life, to get the knowledge they want. And then from that, about 20% of people actually, took action and, bought our starter pack, joined our Wealth Hacker community. Like they really want to accelerate their life. I often say to people, you can, I learned this from Roger Hamilton, you can get from A to B, from where you are to where you want to get to. You can go by Oxwagon, you can go on a bicycle, you can go on a fast train, or you can go on a jet plane. Which one do you want? And our starter pack Wealth Hacker community is to help you get from where you are to where you want to get to with wealth and live a life, literally like live a life unlimited. How do you do it? Through smart investing. Like we've got a whole formula. I'm not going to share it here on this Wealth Insight, but you can literally click on the link. Like we've got workshops in September, we've got workshops in October, we've got workshops in November. Like you should take action to come to the workshop. And then when the people that came to the workshop actually turned up and took even action, decided not to go on an Oxwagon, but to actually go in a jet plane to get from where they are to where they want to get to. It's a classic example and metaphor of what we learned from Andrew Carnegie, because he didn't sit around and hope and pray that one day he'd have a steel mill in America. He made a commitment, he took action, while by taking action, he got more confident, and not only confident himself, but confidence within the market. JP Morgan then got the clarity, and he got the clarity, and ultimately allowed him to unlock the opportunity and the rest is history. So, what's an action you've been saying you're going to take for a long time? Maybe if nothing else, subscribe to this channel, click on the links below, come to one of our investor roadmap workshops, come to one of our webinars, join the Wealth Hacker community, put your life on, on that fast train or on that jet plane, literally join our starter pack or our Wealth Hacker community. You can get from A to B a hell of a lot quicker than you're doing it at the moment. And why do I know that? Because statistically, I can prove it to you. If you try to do something on your own, you have a less than 50% chance of success. If you do it with a business partner, a husband, a wife, a friend, you've got about a 60% chance of success. If you do it in a like-minded community, you've got a higher than 70% chance of success. And it's no wonder that a bird flying on its own versus a bird flying in a flock actually flies 70% further. It's literally, I've given you the data, and it's a law of nature. And you get to decide how quickly you want to get to the life you want. I hope that you too can live a life unlimited. We've got the vehicle to be able to do that. We've got the ability to teach you not only your internal beliefs, but your external beliefs as to how to do that. I look forward to seeing you on the journey. Till next week. Cheers.